Dynamic Diet this morning, this Saturday morning, and we want to sincerely appreciate your being with us every week, that we make every Saturday an interesting and exciting one for you and for us also, because without you, we cannot be here. And when we're here, we make your day a delightful one. And when you enjoy every program, then we are happy for that. I am Nta Akure, saying happy Valentine's Day to every one of us out there. And happy Valentine's Day.
Love is in the air, and today we celebrate the most powerful emotion that connects us all together. You're welcome to this Valentine's special edition of Dynamic Diets.
Oh, wow. I can see
we are all looking red.
I say you are red now.
We are painting the studio red today. So
Wow.
just keep it locked with us as we will be dishing you delicious delights to spice up this program.
Well, this morning we have lots of activities for you, and we're going to give you a short video, just kind of re-emphasizing the day, the Valentine's Day. And also we are going to have a guest that will be discussing with us in the studio, talking about the Valentine's Day. We're going to have a detailed discussion,
And not forgetting our entertainment segment, we have our beautiful and radiant Tolu. She has something, for us on this special edition of Valentine's.
If you know that we saw Tolu on this program, so Tolu is coming ready for Valentine's this morning.
Prepared. So
Wow.
it's going to be super duper interesting. And our sports segment?
Of course, the sports segment, lots of activity happen in the sporting world in Nigeria and across the globe. So we're going to bring the highlights of all these ones to us this morning. And well, just sit back, relax, and enjoy every bit of the program.
Okay, so I think the director said we should continue to cheer our people up while they are working on some things. Well, the clips that we are expecting, the short clip, what is it all about?
Ordinarily, today is Valentine's Day, so we're going to have just a clip, to
we'll be looking at the essence of
the
Valentine.
essence, the significance, how people's view about it, and the rest. But that we at least usher us into the weekly mirror segment, and virtually everybody is in the mood.
Oh, Valentine, but how are we prepared to celebrate it in the right way, So that's why we are trying to,
Then another question: what also makes it right?
Right. That's why we are.
It's a perception anyway, and that's why we're having someone here that is going to help us to do justice to that topic. Our guest today is going to be it's a marriage counselor, it's a life coach. Does so many things, just to make sure that life gets better for people.
And funnily, every age grade is aware of Valentine. Starting from the very little children, and my very little kids. When I woke up this morning, I even forgot that, Mommy, happy Valentine. Even their teachers in school, the teenagers. So we need to teach them how this...
What exactly is Valentine's Day?
And how it should be celebrated.
It should be celebrated. So all this we're going to bring your way this morning. And when we are doing that, we also want you to sit down and enjoy every bit. Baby, let me ask.
This is your smile. Bring it on.
This one, you're red. How are you going to celebrate your Valentine's? I want to know how you're going to celebrate yours.
Well, I happen to be...
Don't tell me. Valentine is a general love day.
No,
and the rest.
we have a special program for women in my church, so I happen to be part of them. So we'll be celebrating ourselves. I believe in self-love. I'm an advocate of self-love. See, if you don't love yourself, nobody will love you the way you want them to love you. So you start from yourself. You are aware, who am I? How do I want to be treated? So you treat yourself right. And when people see that thing radiating, of course, they will treat you right. So let me start with myself. I'm going to give myself a special treat.
I'm trying to take us off.
I'm just trying to enlighten that you start with self-love.
Self-love. Then after self-love,
you appreciate your spouse, your kids, and everyone that has made impact. I don't want it to be about lovers alone.
Yes, but even your spouse also is your lover.
Part of it.
Yes,
your
spouse
kids,
is also your
extend
lover.
it. Give them attention when they want to talk to you. Don't tell them you are too busy. It's part of love.
But I think we can do that on every other day.
But today we are just trying to, hammer it and put more attention to it. So today I'll just call you, okay, come and talk. Let's have a round table, let's celebrate. And
wow, that's a
then
very
maybe in the
beautiful
evening,
way.
if you and your spouse want to hang out, it's okay. Just don't break the bank.
Okay.
Don't be too hard on yourself. But some people will like, okay, what about me that I don't have a spouse? I don't have somebody.
That's what I wanted. No, the single some are under pressure already.
Don't be.
Pressure
Practice self-love.
And this is a moment where even the innocent young ones, especially
Don't be
teenagers,
manipulated and
where they fall into diverse kinds of immoralities and the rest in the name of Valentine. Be my Valentine, be that. So and I think that with that, let's just please ensure that we get ourselves properly ready and make sure that the day is observed decently. Let's use the word decently and prudently, moderately, with everything you can think about. Don't go out. At least don't go overboard. Don't go overboard in trying to celebrate Valentine's Day. All this we are going to bring your way in details as we continue with the program. We're sorry. I think we're having some technical issue there. So, but we will quickly, any moment from now, bring you details of all these things that we have been telling you.
The Naira, while the minor unit is the kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira.
Have you been aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through NTA Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in mass communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training herb with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 08033 834-343 and 08069-809-897. Announcer Management.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira.
Thank you very much for staying with us on the program Dynamic Diets, and this is the weekly mirror segment of the program where we're going to be discussing about the Valentine's Day, the essence of the day, and there's so many issues that we will be talking about this morning. And we already have our guest in the studio with us. My guest this morning is a counselor, a marriage counselor, is a life coach, is an entrepreneur, he's a pastor, and he's going to discuss with us about what Valentine's Day means and so many other issues surrounding Valentine and relationship. Please join me to welcome to this program this morning, Pastor Stephen Kolawole Olukbono. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you so immensely. And to our audience, happy Valentine.
Okay, so it's good to have you here.
Thanks.
We'd like you to enlighten the viewers on what Valentine is all about.
Historically speaking, there are several stories that surround this thing, and one was the history of one Saint Valentine who chose to go against Claudius' instruction in Rome not to join couples, not to join people in marriage. And he indeed went ahead to do and was doing it secretly, but eventually he was discovered. One aspect of the story told us that he was sentenced to jail. Another one tells us that he was executed. And people felt that he really needed to be celebrated. Another one told us about how one St. Valentine was so much committed to helping Christians out of prison, and when he had thus released them, sent them out and sent them a note, with love from St. Valentine. Another told us about one story that is probably about one Lupercalia, which is a kind of traditional event in Rome where ladies will just come, write their names, just like we do cards in those days, and drop them. And especially singles who are looking for friends and partners. And then men will just come and pick the card, and whosoever has his name picked, it's just like marriage, matchmaking kind of. And so when you pick such a name, you look at it, and then whosoever falls in that category, whose name you have picked, becomes your friend, and with that they initiate a relationship that may end up in marriage. There are up to 7 different stories. Some of them are even myth about this thing called Valentine. But one thing about it is that these days it had become so much accepted in our society and even internationally. When I was younger, we used to be averse to it. We preached against it. We talk against it. We tell believers. But these days you can see, as I'm talking now, several churches who do not want their youth to fall victim of misinformation have chosen to organize programs for their youth so that their own version of Valentine will be such that will suit their spiritual protection and moral assistance to be guided in the proper way. So it's not going to be that their ears are blocked from Valentine. They have heard about it, they see it done, but the proper way they will now be directed. So it has now become Love Day, maybe I should put it that way. And everyone just hang on it, seize upon it, takes advantage of it to celebrate love with the loved ones. I remember when I was teaching in a secondary school years back, there was this girls' school in Owo. I just got out of the class assembly that morning only to see that there were flowers all over my car and there were cards and some handwritten things and the bonnet. I said, wow, what is happening? So there are several ways it's being celebrated today, but whichever way is most important, that one just makes it sane, because there are some insane ways people go about these things, and some men take advantage of these, and the simpleton fall into some kind of traps on a day like this. And while I greet everyone happy Valentine, I would like to tell you that your body is not a Valentine gift and that you don't need to preserve it, to conserve it and reserve it for that fellow for whom the Lord has actually packaged your destiny for.
Well, thank you very much, sir. You once said that there was a time you were preaching against Valentine's Day and you were vehemently against it, and just like so many people also still have reservation against it. What are some of those negative things you think, or some of those things that people say about it that actually make it look like it's a no-go area for
That does
a
not align
decent
with
or
faith.
responsible person.
The very first reason is that, like, we started giving different versions, different historical. It appears as if different people were coming with different stories in order to give an impression about February 14. And it's just a much ado about nothing. And nothing is not absolutely nothing, but it's like a way using the word love, which is quite spiritual, because God Himself is love. And love is a gift of the Spirit. When people say, I love you, I used to tell people that it's not everyone that has love. The thing we call love is absolutely a thing of God. So we feel that is an allurement, a deceit, a manipulation by the world to create a kind of ambience, a kind of environment for lust in the society. And in those days, that is what actually it stood for. It's a period after Valentine, you begin to see young girls, secondary school girls, carrying pregnancies, and some of them aborting and dying. You know, as I'm talking now, I remember about 2 names of ladies who were impregnated by coppers in our village, all in the name of Valentine. One of them died, and unfortunately, the other one who survived got his womb ruptured. You know, both of them, I know if they are still alive today, they wouldn't forget the story of Valentine in such a negative way. Then, in our days, we believe that as believers, we should be separated from the world. The world is an entity. Christianity is a different aspect of life, and we do not need to join the world. We need to be separated. We need to, according to the book of 2 Corinthians, in chapter 6 of it, verse 14, that we should not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. So we feel that whatever the unbelievers are kind of hyping, we as believers must watch against it, because that which is being carried, being held important in the world, the Bible told us that is often a thing that God hates. So we teach our youths, we do tell them in those days, we were being taught that, please children, that day we choose, those of us who were, I was an undergraduate when I began to come across this thing, we spend that day fasting. We gather ourselves, we fast away the day, and we begin to pray and intercede for those who are still in blindness, who don't understand what they are into, because the Bible tells us that the wicked walk in darkness and they know not what they stumble against. But since we now realize that even many, if you want to keep away your youth, before you know it, you begin to, see them involving in one thing or the other. They say, this church is having it, that church is having, sometimes it may not be church. Some organizations just feel that, yes, we should hold, today, there are weeks, there are periods, 14th fall into weekdays. School even organize programs for their own students to keep them abreast of events like this in a manner that will help them not to fall victim of what is transpiring here and there. So other reasons why we were quite averse against it is that we feel that love is a daily thing for every believer. Nobody needs to tell you how to love, to preach love. And many times the advocates of such are not even believers. So you see them bringing it from the kind of music you listen to on the radio, the kind of things that we read about it, that people say about it, is more of lust than the thing they call love. So it really positioned, it made us to be so hard-lined against such things. But now, as one begins to grow and you see the youth trooping into it, there is a way we feel we could rescue. To rescue anyone from a drowning in a sea, you dive into the water with them. You don't just stay aloof and begin to beckon and call on him, he will just perish. So what we are doing, what the church is doing today, is like diving into the water to rescue those in the murky sin. Sincerely speaking, love is a regular thing, should be a daily thing, should be an atmosphere, If there is something like that for every believer, we should live in love, we should talk, everything about us should be love, because it's the name of Christ, is the name of God, and it is one thing that actually distinguishes Christianity from every other religion.
So, social media and peer pressure has created the popularity more of Valentine. And religious bodies, NGOs have been able to organize shows just to moderate the way people will celebrate this day without causing any havoc. So how will family also emulate religious body in order to bring their kids together, celebrate together, so that they won't be looking for what is not lost? At the end of the day, you start regretting what happens.
Thank you. I only want to say that it's not that the church or the family should emulate. We have nothing to emulate. They are to learn from us. We are the light of the world. We are to be a light unto them. They are to emulate us. So when we see people doing it wrong, we are now to step into it and to show the world how to go about it. So like in a family where you still have your husband, your children together, we really need to make it special so that, number one, they see it special. Because if you tell them there is nothing about it and they're out of your, their homestead and they're out there, they see that what you just...
they're seeing something different.
Yeah, they're seeing something different. Number one, you will see them launching into it big time. Number two, they will just come back home and criticize you and tell you that, Daddy, you are not getting it right. You've given us a wrong impression. In our school, in the university, you see you and you do this or this.
So we sneak. That's the worst aspect.
They will just, if you are such a very hard parent, they avoid telling you the truth. They do it secretly. And they pretend when they see you. So the best thing to do, like when I woke up this morning, the woman beside me, I just sent her a text message, starting with that before she woke up. And I told her, happy day. Today the world celebrates Valentine, but I celebrate Jesus in your life, and I celebrate him in our relationship. I told her I love her every day. I love you today and every day. And I made her understand how much I care. Then I roll over and I gave her a hug. Then she woke up.
Fantastic.
So, and I just told her, you can check your WhatsApp message. Then she sent me a very wonderful one in return. Then, if our children had been under us, we just go to the family altar that morning. A general introduction, we made them understand. So today, you start from your menu,
That's what I want to hear.
So you make it indeed special. Very special for them, and they keep looking forward towards it in a very unique way. Then secondly, you let them understand that one thing about love is that we serve one another. Can somebody pick everybody's clothes today and do what do you call it? Laundry for us. Who is going to do the dishwashing today? You are going to do the cooking. We want you to do. You will do the Valentine cooking. I mean, everyone just get involved. While then we sing, some old lyrics, some old songs that talk so much. Then we do our family altar, and after that, there used to be this song by one Elvis Presley several years ago. I was in secondary school. God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you. With you always. Let it be me. So when you begin to sing and you hold your wife's hands and you are just dancing in the sitting room, the children are beginning to
They're just laughing.
be doing that, yeah, mommy. You just make a fun of all these things. within the limit of your income, you don't just have to go out there and lavish the family resources.
That was an area I wanted to ask, because this day pressure comes a lot, you know. You see spouses, you see from some spouses.
Yeah, so much expectations.
Expectation at this
and
day.
then the mommy is expecting that. Is that all you are going to do today? Is that how to do it? You know, you don't bring the world into the home system. When I was in the world, that is the time some people will remember their ex. That is the time some people will say, well, though fortune did not allow us, or circumstance did not allow us marry, but I still need to tell you that I still have you in my mind, and I wish you happy Valentine. This Valentine reminds me of the several Valentines we have had in time past. Kunle, I still love you. Then you are a sellout, and you have put yourself in another fresh trouble. And it's a time now when some people will begin the journey of infidelity, even in their union, despite being married, especially if you have that kind of husband who seems not to give a damn.
Who seems to be romantic.
It's not expressive. It's not expressive.
That's why I use the word. It's not romantic enough, so to say.
So you kick-starting your day with your spouse like that, there's nothing that will be special to her anymore, because you're like, I woke up being loved and all that.
So, and then sometimes if you really want to give a very unique, just make it a day when it's just going to be you and I. We want to talk things over. We talk about our pasts, things that I have done that hurt you, things that are so, that I feel so act about. Then we sit down. It's not a time to quarrel. We just give ourselves some little rules. No shouting, no walking out on each other. Today is Valentine's Day. I want you to remember. And I want us to, the reason for this meeting is we want to have a better union hereafter. And we want to get to understand one another. We've not been same, we've not been one all along, but we're struggling to be one. I came from my village, brought up by some old headmaster and headmistress. You came from your own. Then we begin with our differences. Then we give reasons for those challenges we're having. It cannot but happen, but we want to make the best out of this union. There is nothing impossible. The first thing I need to tell you is, whatever I have done in the past, I love you. I did them out of my over enthusiasm for the love of you. Then number two, I want to apologize. If, not even if, I know I have hurt you severally. It is magnanimity and courage, boldness. It takes a strong man to be able to say, I'm sorry for my past. Then you have already laid a very good platform for your wife, because sometimes when the woman sits down, she's bottled up. She's looking for where you will.
The time you just cross a path and then.
So, but when you start so simply, you try to cut her to yourself, and then before you begin to point to her errors, you acknowledge your own
faults,
and then you have already set the ball rolling, and then discussion will go. Maybe if God blesses you, you can just make some of these drinks, this coconut, what do they call it? This something nut. Small tiger nut.
Even Zobo drinks.
Zobo drinks. Something, just put them in front of you. While you are talking, you are sipping.
Wow!
And then
if you don't have the resources of going to a lavish environment to do that, you can just do it.
Yeah. So you keep talking, you talk, and when it is time to eat, maybe for the first time, children and daddy, mommy may have been eating separately, differently all along. Thank God today is Saturday. Make it a wonderful Saturday. Or not all February 14 will fall on a Saturday. But make it a round table dining.
If you don't have the time, if it's a working day and you don't have the time in the morning, you can make it in the evening when everybody comes back home. Wow.
As a family, we just eat together for the first time, then we make some fun. Sometimes children may begin to mimic mommy or daddy, and then things like that. You just love them over, and it will ever be in the memoirs Of the children.
And everybody will always be looking forward to that day. That even when you are outside the family environment, you want to come back.
Yeah.
That memory, I don't want to lose.
And they will extend it to their own spouse.
Yeah.
My daddy used to do that.
So you can make sense out of every nonsense.
Now, sir, we are focusing on family now. But I know that, like we said, youth singles are also under pressure. What will you advise them to do at this time? Mature one, either that those that are still yet mature enough.
There is one reverend that sent out something like this. It says, this Valentine, do not exchange your purpose for pleasure. Have sense. Then another one says, your body is not a Valentine gift. Don't respond to mumulity. Have sense. So you are simply a mumu if anyone can just emotionally trap you. The word, there is this word, I love you, you are the best thing that ever happened to me since you crossed my path, or since I came across you. I don't know. You just became my dream, my thoughts, my things, and I think this Valentine will be a very wonderful moment for me to express my love to you. And if you wouldn't mind, just 1 or 2 hours with me today. Or how do you feel about that? If you have been having some text messages, some voice notes, some kind of call like that, know that it's an invitation to mumulity. You are just being treated as mumu because you are regarded as low-catered when it has to do with intelligence. And all he wants from you is your body. You will realize that at the end of the day, he will end up in having sex with you. And you just go back. And the moment a man have sex with you, that's a conquest. He has gotten something of you. You become empty. Even if you are bloating in front of every other man, every other person, the moment he's around you, you see your emptiness. You can no longer, prove you are something. So one thing I will counsel, or I will tell every young ones out there, is this is a time for you to exercise caution. Stay with your daddy and mommy under the roof. And for those who are in the university, hey, I remember in those years, we used to have a group. We're a group of about 11. We call ourselves equal friends. On a day like this, there will be a party, big party, free food, free beer, free drinks, then girls free. Boys, you come in with money. I've forgotten.
Yeah, you see a lot of girls because it's free.
It's free. So they will come, they will drink, they will do all those things. And we used to have a friend, he would come. Pack of condoms free to distribute. That is Valentine gift. And as I'm talking now, some girl's head will roll in the blood in the house of some of these Yahoo guys.
Yes.
All those
Ritualists.
ritualists.
Yes.
Yes.
So all this that you read about, that you come across, should make you to be wise enough to exercise caution. And the simple bait is love. I love you. It's as if the moment people hear I love you,
And gifts.
I think it's because everybody wants to be loved. So, but many don't even understand what the love is.
But when it starts at home, charity begins at home.
it begins at
You
home.
wake up to parents like he described. So what will any other person tell you outside that will,
So it's today, like you said, sir, that is usually the beginning of strain. You see, youth of today wants identity. They want to be loved.
Not even youth, everybody, even adults.
And
Everybody wants to be loved.
when somebody had been living his life deprived of such, and there comes a situation that brings you across someone that seems to begin to lavish such on you, you just see them falling head over heels. And the next thing is becoming a victim. So that you will not become a victim, give yourself sense. Even if there are things you have to do, you must be cautious at such a time as this.
Well, thank you very much, Pastor Bet. Before we leave, what will be your final word to our viewer on this day?
From Christian Paradigm, I will want everyone to give his life unto Jesus, because when you have given your life unto Jesus, he will channel your path. He is the light, and when you follow the light, you will not walk in darkness. Many of these things we are talking, a good number of believers will not ever fall for them. So, importantly, give yourself unto Jesus.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Right now we go on a short break where we're going to give you a short video, re-emphasizing the day and all we have said. Please don't go away. The program continues.